Greetings, this is Figment. Going to be playing some RimWorld 1.0. Let's see. It's going to be quite a heavily modded game, although mostly I just play quality of life or use quality of life mods and some additional content in terms of items like apparel, some weapons, that sort of thing. Mostly I'm looking for a kind of vanilla experience. Well, vanilla in that it's not crazily modded with extra content, but modded so that it's going to be a lot of fun and kind of closer to real life. Like for example, religion and children, teachers, schools, that type of thing. So let's see. It's the first time I'm playing with a bunch of these mods, so it should be pretty interesting. I've already actually created a colony and started the game, but as you'll see when we load in, it's right at the beginning. But I thought we could start with some mods. I'm not going to go through any of them at all. I'm just going to slowly go down. If you want to look at them, please just pause the game or the video. Don't pause the game, and let's see how it goes. Not really going to be talking through this part. There's nothing I really need to say. It's mostly just click and drag, you know. I mean, you'll probably notice firstly what you're looking at is this mod manager from Fluffy. It's pretty awesome. You'll notice a lot of similar mods that most people play with, you know. There's kind of your default mods, your go-to mods for RimWorld. I'm sure we've all been down that path, modding, looking for new ones, deleting old ones, slowly getting through. A lot of the stuff is very quality of life. It really helps the game a lot. Funny thing is, I actually never make packed lunches, so I don't know why I keep that mod on. I mostly just get them from drop pods or people dropping them when they die. I guess buying them sometimes, you know. Sometimes you land up out and about thinking you have more food than you actually do, traveling around in a caravan. And yeah, we all know how that goes, so you need to find somewhere to trade as soon as possible. Buy some food. It's a good idea to carry some silver with you on a caravan, but not too much, because you don't increase your value. You'll end up getting attacked very often. Okay, yeah, that should be it. Miniaturization at the bottom. Got some pretty cool mods, pretty standard ones too. Alright, let's see. So like I said, I've already started a game. I'll just basically show you what I did. I did Lost Tribe. It's one of my custom ones, but it's very standard. 5 people chosen from 8. Although I have loaded in my own people, you'll see what I mean by that. I'll go through my characters when I load in the game. And then just very basic starting stuff. I'll play with a tribe, so that I get a longer game and it's a little more difficult. And I use a mod, you would have seen it in the list there, that advances me in terms of tech level, so that I start as a tribe, but as I progress through the tech tree I get smarter and research becomes easier and more back to base levels, you know, because it's a lot harder to start as a tribe. You learn your research very slowly. It costs a lot more to research each thing. Okay, so random, I'm just showing you what I did. I'm not actually going to be doing this, just to avoid generation times and stuff. And then what I did was mass driver, that's the random seed that came up when I clicked randomize seed. And then I generated that planet, found a random spot, and loaded into chose my characters and loaded into the game, which I'm going to do right now, just to save a little bit of time. Other than that, I'm not really going to cut up my videos too much. First video won't be too long, just more of an introduction. And then I'm really just going to play out the videos randomly on YouTube. Alright, so let's quickly go through each character very fast. Basically, I've got one person doing each type of thing, and then a little tiny bit of overlap, especially shooting. All the people you can see here are my shooters, and this guy is going to be melee. We may as well start with him while we're at it. Actually, you know what? I can do this while I'm setting up the work tree. Okay, so firstly numbers, of course. firefighting, always important. Patient, always important. Doctor for Riku, and then Twitch is my backup healer. I'll just leave him as number 2 for now. Now, you know what? Let's just get it down to number 1. We'll put a 9 on to Biko, yeah, I suppose, yeah. Okay, bed rest 3. Hall plus, definitely a 1. Basic, definitely a 1. Okay, so my people that can talk are Yuna, and I suppose no one. No one's got a passion for it. That kind of sucks, but is what it is. Oh look, Twitch has. How did that happen? Yuna has one too. Oh, you know what? Twitch is the leader of the colony. Here we go. New dictator, Twitch. I chose dictator because I wanted Twitch to be it, because he will teach shooting and melee combat, which is exactly what I want my people being taught as the leader, or from the leader. Okay, so let's jump into it a little bit faster. Okay, so my talker is going to be Yuna. You know what? It might be better to go through each person. Okay, so Biko is going to be my... she will definitely be hunting. On a 3, she's a backup constructionist. She's backup growing and planting. Plant cutting, although actually I want her on a 1 for plant cutting. We'll get back to Twitch. Okay, she is my crafter, so let's leave her on a... I'd rather have that above... and she does arts, so I'd rather have those 2 above everything else. Cleaning after hunting, that's fine, then she can research. Okay, study and teach. Interesting. Who's going to be my teacher? It's going to be Yuna. That's interesting. That's actually... Oh, I didn't take that into account when I made my characters. This is going to be interesting. Alright, let's see. So yeah, she will be kind of researching and then studying and teaching. Yeah, alright. So behind everything else, except those 2. So better get those 2 up. And all of that. Alright. There we go. Alright, Twitch is mostly a shooter, and he handles plants, and he's also a backup doctor. He can also talk, although he's not excellent at it, but I guess I'll leave him on there. So mostly, okay, yeah, so he will be handling 2, that can be on a number 2, no, that can be a 3. You know what, these can be a 4, that can be a 3. Cooking, you're not going to do that. Hunting, very important, keep it under handling though. Growing is what I want you doing, and plant cutting on a 1. Okay, smithing, not really anymore, not really. Just while I'm at it, I'll do that, because I've got my crafter. I'm very specific with my people that craft, or with people that do specific jobs. You'll see I don't overlap too much, because I want people focused doing one thing, getting really good at it, so that they get very fast at it, very efficient. Alright, let's not make this intro too long. Okay, so hauling pretty much, well, let's just do Twitch. So 3s after, no, because then he'll never get to doing those. So after that, then he can do research and managing, and no, okay, research and managing can be a little bit above studying and teaching. I don't know who's going to teach, probably Twitch and Yuna. Yuna has a lot of it because she has intelligence and social. Whereas Twitch has not that much intelligence, but not bad. So I don't think social helps. It looks like it's just intellectual. Alright, anyway, so he'll be doing that. That seems to be good for him. Alright, Riku. Riku's my cook, and she also helps with handling. So let's leave handling on a 3. Let's put cook down to a 2. Let's put hunt, leave it on a 3. And she won't negotiate. She can help on plant cutting, but that is all. She will, after all of that, yeah, okay, there we go. So I can leave her on study. I don't know if I want people studying so much. Oh, I don't know, this is the first time I've ever used it, so I guess we'll find out. Okay, so yeah, after that, although I should probably have, I'll have to just see how it goes. Okay, Yuna is my talker, she does my social. She is the constructor, but so is Cobra. She also mines, does research and managing. Okay, I pretty much want everyone just filling and managing whenever they can, so that it just gets done. Okay, Yuna, yeah, so that's pretty much what I can do. Although maybe I should have you teaching above everything. No, because I want you on construction. No, I kind of don't want you on construction. I'd rather have Cobra in construction. So let's go. I want you teaching more than anything. Well, you can. You know what? I don't even want you managing. You can manage, just not before teaching. I wonder how this works. Is there a tab for it? Teaching tab or something like that? No, it doesn't look like it. Oh well, we'll get there. Okay, so that's pretty much set up. Okay, I've got a few things that I usually set up in terms of outfits. So let's just load. What is this? Let's go back to anything. Go and load my anything. The robes are, that's cool, must be new. May as well go ahead and save anything. Right, let's load as new, chef, load as new, that's all. Oh, I shouldn't have loaded as new. My bad. So it's delete outfit 7, it's delete outfit 6. Let's delete outfit 5. Alright, let's I guess you do have to load as new chef and name it. Okay, interesting. Chef. Don't have to save it or anything. Alright, cool. Next thing, food restrictions. That's all gone. So, oh, I can't save from this menu. That kind of sucks. Just gonna leave it. I'll take corpses out. Okay, and then social drugs. I should have saved this. I really hope I did save. Yes. Okay, so social drugs is fine. Let's just load as new. One for pain. Let's load as new, one for scars, and one for just standard everyday. Alright, cool. That is nice and fast. Okay, let's see the restrictions. I don't think I have any night owls or anything, so that should be fine. Won't do restrictions for right this second. Animals, okay, I won't train you for right now. I'm just going to set it up, why not? It's going to get done anyway. Okay, so that's basically it for a start. Okay, let's see. Where would be a good place to start? I guess the best place to start would be picking up these things. Oops. Equip. 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 Cobra on the club. There it is. Twitch is trying to hide it. Okay, we definitely want the medicine, we definitely want wood, and the pemmican. If you're wondering what these red things on the trees, that's beehives. Okay, I kind of like the starting position, because we have, what is it called? Fertile soil here, very close by, with some the geyser. Oh, another geyser there if I really wanted. Is there steel down here by any chance? Okay, that's not for right now. Let's not worry about that. So, what needs to happen now is, I guess, oh, you know what? This is a good spot up against this wall. Look how flat this wall is. That's incredible. And then power generation will be here and here. Okay, this is awesome. And then growing I can do right across the middle. Why is this not? Okay, for right now I want everybody hauling like their lives depend on it. Except the people that do growing. Oh, of course. Alright, let's start off with a starting grow stockpile. I generally want this in the middle, so this will be a temporary one, so let's just do it. Let's leave it small so that it forces me to think about it as soon as possible. Okay, so how do I load my settings? There it is. This is starting. Let's just have a quick glance at it. Mint chocolate. Raw food, meals. Manufactured raw resources, items, weapons. This is because I've added a lot of mods, but not a lot of. But I haven't loaded my or changed my settings for my stockpiles and things for it just yet. Okay, so let's see. That's the most important thing. So people will start hauling that. The next important thing would probably be, are there any full grown trees around to be harvested? One. Okay, that'll get done pretty quickly. I'm gonna let them start running with that salon. Let me start putting together my grow zones. Okay, closest patch will be for rice, because we don't want to be up and down too much doing that. Okay, cool. Now that that's done, I mean the wood is done, I'm going to start building walls so that that gets done as quickly as possible. I'm gonna just put a nice big room in right off the bat. Doors everywhere like a maniac. I didn't realize I could do embrasures immediately, so let's do some, or just one embrasure. Okay, that should sort out that for a while. I'm going to turn off the interaction bubbles. Okay, so right, so we'll get on that soon. We actually will need a bunch more. You know, it doesn't matter, it'll get done as I build grow zones. So some more rich soil. Let's go for a line across, maybe just like this. Oh, that's a bit much. So I think the next most important thing is going to be herbal meds. So I think that should be fine for herbal meds. No, you know what? I'm starting to worry about this plan. Let's delete it. Okay, let's get a grow zone going. Let's do it like this. And make that herbal meds. Very important, as we now know. Heal roots, of course. Yeah. What am I looking for? Okay, so rich soil. Probably won't grow my patch bigger than that. Giggity. So this can be this is going to be pretty long term. So I guess this can be corn, maybe that big. Next thing. Okay, I think I'll leave a bunch of space. Everyone's got stuff to do. Yeah, kind of, not for long. Let's do cotton, a massive spot like that. Only thing is, I'm just going to turn it off right now so that they don't do it immediately. Cotton is, it escapes me every time. I never bloody find it. There it is. Okay. So rich soil. I'm not going to be growing that patch, so I'm going to grow right up to it. This is going to be quite a big patch actually. Let's do like that. This is going to be for tea. Tea just gives a general mood boost. It's quite nice. Very limited, very small, but very worth your while. Okay, so let's squeeze in some thornweed. It's from a mod. It's a mild pain reliever. That can also be turned off for right now. Just like the cotton. What is that? That's tea. Okay, we've got corn. Oh, why is everything cotton? Oh, I messed up. Alright, oh, thank goodness I spotted that. This should be corn. This should be hill roots. That should still be cotton. Oh, and does that mean everything's turned off as well? Yes. Good thing I noticed that. Okay, tea, at least that's sorted. Thornweed, yeah, okay, let's keep that off, and then cotton is sorted. Okay, so next thing I want is the tiniest little fraction of beer, and it's not for now, it's for later on, because I don't want to drink it, I just need to make it for glycerol, I think it's called, which is will be used for one of the mods. So that would be hop. Okay, that can also be turned off. The next thing I'll do actually need is hay grass, and I'm just going to do a nice big T in there. I'll just grow a bunch and then store it and ditch it. I mean, ditch the grow pile. Eventually that tilts soil anyway. Okay, so what can I do with this little gangster hideout over here? I'll have to think about that later. Okay, so we have buildings and stuff. So let's get passive coolers going. Where's closest patch of water? Pretty far. What do you think? You think this is closer to here, or? Okay, let's go with this. It looks maybe a tiny little fraction closer. The reason I need water is because I've added a mod that changes. Oh, blackboard. Oh, school table. Ooh, candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. That's what I was thinking of. Okay, so I can't do it. I can't place it anywhere except over a spot like that, but that seems reasonable. So this mod, I didn't save my bull. That's nice. Catch fish. Oh, that's why. This mod is adding a water spot. Don't want to get that stuff water. Adding a water spot that lets me gather water, and that is used for the upgrade or the better passive coolers. They're not that much better. The base one is basically the same, but then the upgraded one is just slightly better. Gets the temp down to about 7 rather than 0. I mean, it doesn't actually freeze things. The lowest it goes is 7, so it's still not perfect. It's not OP or anything. It's just it does help a bit. Okay, so let's see. We don't want to just do that once. We want to. Oops, I should have kept that open. Let's do it until we have, let's say, about 200. Let's do 300. Let's do 200 rather. Then we'll keep it at about 100. We'll start again at about 100. You want to drop that right on the floor. You can just do ingredients like that. I don't really care. And any worker. What I do, however, need is a tiny little stockpile that's quite big. I'll make it even bigger just for funsies. Clear everything low, but no, don't allow water. Now when whoever drops it down, it will just it'll start being collected already. Cool, someone's already doing it. I mean, it'll be counted in as being part of my thing, so it doesn't go over 200 too much. Okay, so let's see. We need some furniture. We need light first of all. Let's put one right by the door in the corner. It sounds like a plan. Let's put another one over there. Let's put another one over there, and another one over there. Okay, let's get a bunch of sleeping spots together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I'm leaving a bunch of spots open. Let's make the place not look too garbage. We'll put a bunch of these in, one like that, one next to that over there. Cancel this one, that was a mistake. Can't like it now. Okay, animal sleeping spots. You could sleep in here, just not by the food. Speaking of which, I'm going to create your zone while I'm thinking about it. So let's manage, let's create a new zone. Let's call it hauling, because he is a hauling dog, or a hauling animal. Okay, so let's expand where you can go. I mean, yeah, where you can't go. So I don't want you touching the food, which will be there, and I don't want you in here, because when you're on there, you disturb sleep. So, what I really need you to do is, or what I should say is, what I need to do is go in there and hit invert. Okay. Assign the animal to that zone. That is cool. Alright, let's set up home zone. That should be turned on, that should be turned off. Okay, clear home zone. Yep, that whole home zone is fine. Actually, I need pretty much that whole home zone. That's pretty cool. Okay, cleaning zones. Let's just create them so long. I need a super clean area. I need a clean area, which is less important, and then the home area is the home area. So for now, just regular clean that. Then set up this to add an area for clean and an area for clean up over clean, and that should do. Okay, cleaners will start cleaning those zones. Okay, next thing. Did I set up grow correctly? I did not. Because Biko shouldn't help with the harvesting. She should just help me sow. Even Riku can help. Okay, what else would I need to do? Starter things are most important. Oh, I don't have 4 people, I've got 5 people. I usually start with 4, so this is a bit weird. You can go there. Hopefully we start getting some relationships soon. That'll really help. Okay, furniture 4. Since we have 3 people, I'm just going to jump into a bigger table right away. Usually I don't go so big, giggly. So let's do, if I put it here, 1, 2, 3, that should do perfectly. Okay, let's go stool 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and 1. You'll see why I want that now. Recreation. Oh, religion. I'll look into that off camera. Let's see. I was doing that, so I want recreation. Boom. Let's put another form of recreation outside. I would like you guys playing as close to the house as possible. Actually, 1 back. There we go. Okay, they should start doing all of that. That will really help out. Okay, next thing would probably be food. So, food I want close to here somewhere. Let's build it so long. Okay, so, oh, can I even build? How far can I build and not build? Can't build all of that. How far down is it? Okay. This way, okay. This way, okay. Oopsie. Definitely don't want that. Okay, go back to structure. Alright, so for a cooking spot, pretty close to here, although not too close because I want to use, I'm going to be expanding. Am I? I think I should expand this way. Energy production, and I don't know, and then crafting, which means crafting and storage, which means I should actually maybe have my people live on this side with the power generation, maybe like here. Power generation here, and going across the fields this way and this way. Okay, perfect. Alright, let's do this. So, then cooking and freezer, don't forget about the freezer, can be here. So let's just for now do, well, yeah, okay, let's get the planning board out. While we've got everyone doing stuff, let's actually do our own stuff. Okay, so if I have my freezer going all the way to here, let's say, oh wait, is this where I want it? Yes, because then I can turn this into the chill area. Although first thing in the morning, if people are going to go efficiency wise, people are going to want to go from the house to get the food immediately. So food is going to be here if this is where the cooking spot is. Which means I'll want housing around here, housing and hospitals. Okay, so I think I should end about here. Oh, I would love for that to be my entrance. I'm going to be chopping away the steel, and it looks like there's some more steel. Okay, so that's not going to look the same eventually. So, I'm going to rather just do something like this. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Okay, so up like this. Can I build there? That's the question. That is the question. So you can go down, you can go all the way up. Okay, so it'll probably be something like that. Like that. Expand that. Have people come in like that. I'm not actually sure. I kind of all of a sudden don't like this spot. But anyway, have people come in. Something like that. Something like that. and then I can just close off somewhere like that. Okay, so power generation wise, cannot build. Oh man, this is getting way too much, and it's been about 30 minutes. All right, so that's actually not a bad thing because I was getting a little bit ahead of myself. I can do all of this off camera then. So in that case, I guess let me pause right there. Everybody's sleeping. Seems like a good time. Fields are getting done quite nicely. I think I'm going to turn them all on now just in case. Yeah, okay, so I'll set up the plans for where everything's going to go. Well, not everything, just some basic stuff, outside walls, and then I'm going to start building. Well, I won't build the kitchen, I'll leave that for back on camera. I'll just lay out the basic walls of the the basic outside walls in plans, just to get some kind of general idea. And then I'll start thinking of a plan, sort that out, and then we can start getting serious with this. It's already 12th of April, May. And there's only 20 days of growing, so I better just get cracking. How is the rice doing? That's actually corn somehow. Don't tell me I've made everything corn now. Ooh, that is lucky. Alright, well, thanks for watching the first episode. Hit like. Please, the first episode, it's hard for people to find the first one, so it really helps out if you can like this one. I won't really be saying that ever again, so except on the first episode, so don't worry, you won't have to sit through that with me. This is just for entertainment. Cool guys, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time.